What's up, YouTube? We back with another video. If you're new to my channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and also a thumbs up for this video. Today we will be talking about the pros and the cons of having dreadlocks. Now, it's a lot of problems and it's also like a lot of, good things that happens with locks. Now, the first thing we're gonna get into is we are gonna go into the pros. Now, the one pro that I think is a good thing is problems with knots. Now, when you have dreadlocks, you won't have to worry about having knotted hair. Now, you don't need to tear it or painfully comb it out if you see the knots, because basically having knotted hair is a good part of dreadlocks, honestly. You'll be more happier since the knots have, butted up, which is basically like the first stage in dreadlocks. It will be easier for your locks to form. Another pro I would say is locks have a fashion statement in my eyes. With interlocking your hair, you always have a fashion statement that goes with your style. Dreads also make you look fierce, yet chill a little bit, no matter what you wear. Like, you can wake up in the morning, shake your hair, shake your locks, do whatever you want to do, and put on clothes and just roll out. Like, really, that's pretty much it. Now, another pro to me would be a confidence booster. Dreads is a confidence booster because dreads make for an excellent fashion statement. Like I said before, you can also express, you as a person and how comfortable you are with your skin. These 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be more confident because, it's your hair. Can't nobody tell you what to do with your own hair, Another pro would be maintenance. Now, dreadlocks are virtual, like, maintenance free, because for one, you don't need to wash your hair that often. Now, it's good to wash your hair that often with dreadlocks just to make sure it's clean and whatnot, but water can loosen and thin out your locks if you wash your hair a lot. It also can cause like problems when it comes to like washing them every 2 weeks or longer. Your hair will lose stamina, which means you can go longer without washing. So if you go longer without washing it, in a sense, then it helps your hair grow naturally, maintenance free, honestly. Another pro would be not having bad hair days. Because your hair stays the same most of any time, day in or day out, you really don't have to worry about bad hair days every now and then. This means that you can go, that you can have a great hair day every day, whether you're going to the office or probably going on to the date or going to the club or whatever. That's just up to you. That's a pro in my opinion. So now we're gonna get to the cons. The cons of locks or dreadlocks or locks or however you call them. I call them locks, me personally. I learned a while ago, this lady told me about her dreadlocks. I asked her how long was her dreadlocks, and she was like, I have locks, not dreads. And then I asked her, what was the difference? Like, what's the difference between dreadlocks and locks? And she was like, well, a long time ago, I can't remember really what she said, but I'm gonna try to sum it up for you guys. She said a long time ago, Europeans will call black people who have dreadlocks, they would call them dreadlocks instead of locks because they thought our hair was dreadful. So that's why she only calls them locks. Now, I thought that was pretty interesting in my eyes, but that's just a little fun fact for you guys. If you didn't know anything about dreads, or let me recorrect myself, if you didn't know anything about locks, that's just a fun fact. Now we're gonna get into the cons. Now, one con I think is the most important to me, honestly, would be unwanted attention. Now, some people have negative connotations about dreadlocks, and then this could get you into trouble, especially with the authorities, or a notion about dreads. Now, I say this because like I've always got told like African Americans, young, you know what I'm saying, black males or black men who have dreadlocks tend to just be like hoodlums or, you know what I'm saying, disobedient or just, you know what I'm saying, just unlawful, just street thugs mainly. That's the word I'm looking for. They mainly get known for street thugs. And that could be a con that certain African Americans are coming up in this time. Now, I hate that it's like that in this generation, but that's just how it is, honestly. But that's one con that I think that happens with locks. Now, another con would be, one thing about these locks, man, it's time consuming. You really have to have patience. You might need a bit more to make them, you might need a bit more time to make your locks grow longer, unless you have long hair before you're turning into or locking up. Like if you start out with long hair and you wanted to lock up your hair, you really wouldn't have to wait that long for it to get a certain amount of length. But if you're starting from like the coil stage, where I started from, you really just have to have patience. That's one thing that a lot of people don't have with dreadlocks. Like, I'm still trying to have patience because I know sooner or later my locks are gonna grow, but just very time consuming. You really have to be dedicated when you're having locks. Another con would be hygiene. Stating that the fact that you don't wash your hair all the time, you know, a lot of lint, fur, or other dirt could get into your hair, which can suck because it causes you to have a scratchy or itchy scalp. You just gotta make sure you have a certain type of lock maintenance that you do to keep your hair from getting, you know what I'm saying, itchy or getting lint or dirt or sweat. And just make sure you do your own your lock maintenance, you know what I'm saying, to keep your hair at a perfect maintenance. Another con would be comfort. Now, I feel like this is mainly for people who got longer locks, like probably right here, maybe. You might find it difficult or uncomfortable to sleep on them during the first few days or weeks because, first of all, you don't want to unravel the locks, which is the ideal, you know what I'm saying, point. But you don't want to unravel your locks when you just got them done, or even when you have long locks, sleeping, you're tossing and turning, your locks getting in your way. You think something crawling on you. It's a lot. So some people never really grow fond into sleeping with them. They usually wrap them up at night, which is exactly what you're supposed to do. But you know, some people forget. I know I tend to forget a lot of times, but that's just, you know what I'm saying, that's just one con that I think that comes along with having locks. As far as dreadlocks, man, dreadlocks are a cool thing to do. It may not be for everybody. I'm gonna let you know. It may not be for everybody. Don't want to go through that ugly stage. Don't want to go through that ugly stage. Now, a lot of people say you gotta embrace the ugly stage or love the ugly stage, or I told you that having locks, there is no ugly stage. No, because first of all, everybody goes through the ugly stage unless you just have long hair. You know what I'm saying, before you even start. So it's just like, no. Like, everybody goes through the ugly stage. But like I said, locks may not be for everybody, but if you can't stand like awkward situations or stares or even stereotyping, then dreadlocks just might not be for you. It just might not be for you, honestly. A lot of people's gonna, you know, stereotype you or look at you weird or what is that in your head type stuff. Locks just might not be for you. That's it, all I have for this video. Now today, I hope you really got something from it. From my perspective and my opinions, I'm not, you know, always right, really. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm not, sometimes I am. But these are just my opinions, my pros and my cons of how I feel it is about having locks. Even though I'm only like 13 months in, this is just my personal opinion. New to this channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. It's free of charge. Don't have to do anything for it. Make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. If you learned something from it, I appreciate it. And also, God bless.